Welcome back to the third and final part of our game on dousing wildfires. We are done with the first two tasks of coding the aeroplane and creating wildfires. Our third task is to shower water on the wildfires to douse them and save the forest and wildlife. To accomplish this, we will create another sprite for water showers. Select, create or upload an image of a water shower. Edit the image if necessary by erasing the portion that is not needed and convert it into a vector. Name the sprite as Showers. Time to begin coding. We will clone the showers like we cloned the fire. Go to the event section and drag the when flag clicked to the code editor. The showers should be hidden when we begin the game. Go to the look section, select hide block and attach it to when flag clicked block. Now go to the control section, select when I start as a clone block and drag it to the editor. Go to the look section, drag show and attach it to when I start as a clone. Now from the same look section, drag set size to 100% and attach it to show block. Set the size of the showers for appropriately sized drops. We need to ensure that the clones of the showers work in synchronization with the plane. In other words, when the plane is jumping, the showers should be simultaneously cloned. Go to the motion section, drag, go to random position and attach it to set size to block. From the drop-down, select the plane option. This transfers the control of the showers to the aeroplane. Now let us go to the aeroplane sprite editor and code. Go to Events and drag when flag clicked block to the code editor. Select a forever loop from the control section and attach it to when clicked. Drag the if-then condition from the control section and put it inside the forever loop. Go to the sensing section, drag key space pressed block and place it in the hexagonal slot of the if-then condition. From the drop-down, select the down arrow option. Go to the control section, drag create clone of myself and place it inside the if-then condition. From the drop-down, select the showers option. This will ensure that whenever the space bar and down keys are pressed together, a clone of showers will be created with the jumping of the plane. Let us add a delay in the showers so that they appear at regular intervals and not continuously. Go to the control section, drag wait 1 second block and place it inside the if-then condition after the create clone. We have to now ensure that the showers do not remain at one place and disappear once they touch the edge. Go to the shower sprite code editor, drag repeat until block from the control section and put it after go to plane block. Then go to the sensing section, drag touching mouse pointer block and place it inside the hexagonal slot of the repeat until loop. From the drop-down, select Edge option. As you know, showers fall down on the earth, that is in the downward direction on the y-axis. Go to the motion section, drag change y by 10 block, place it inside repeat until block and assign a value of -20. You can change the speed of the showers by changing the value. Greater the absolute value, greater the speed of the showers. Go to the look section, drag hide block and place it after the repeat until block. The showers will keep falling downward at a speed of -20 until they touch the edge of the fire. On touching the edge, they will hide. We are now close to the finishing line as we have successfully completed the first 3 tasks. Let us move to our task of bringing all the elements of the game together. We have to move the flames from right to left and ensure that the fires should extinguish once the showers touch them. In case there are some clones of the fire that the showers cannot touch, they should get hidden. Go to the fire sprite. From the control section, drag the if-then condition and place it inside repeat until loop after change X by -10. Go to the sensing section, drag touching mouse pointer block and put it inside the hexagonal slot. From the drop-down, select the option Showers. Move the Delete the Clone block from the control section and place it inside the if-then condition. Since this is a forest game, we will also need the backdrop of a forest. Go to the extreme right at the bottom and click on the image icon. Choose an image, create an image, or upload an image of a forest and convert it into a vector. Resize the image to fill the screen. Play the game and check if everything is working fine. Congratulations! Your game is ready! Play the game with your friends and accomplish your mission of saving the forest from the wildfires. Bye-bye! See you again with another mission soon.